I can't wait for your music introduction.
Yeah, do you know how good of a dancer a below average white guy is? Wait till you guys hear my theme music and I start dancing. It's gonna, because I shoot my shot like 2K, baby. Oh
2K.
yeah, there we go. We're ramped up and we're ready to roll today, Mr. Mason.
Hey, listen, I'm over here live again. I woke up this morning. I'm like, why is this camera not focusing on me? It's like super not focused. I said, that is how Brent likes it in low def. And I said, God, I tried to make my camera a little better than yours.
I was actually Googling yesterday if there was like a filter that we could put on that like pixelizes me. I mean, I think that would be pretty sweet.
Listen, Brent, last night I started thinking, I said, what the hell are we going to talk about tomorrow live on the show? What's better right now than open up the playoff talk and conversation right now as we get right into Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs versus Miami Dolphins.
This is
with
a
Tua.
Brandon Mason man crush special.
This
is the Brandon Mason Bowl. It's got everything Brandon Mason loves. It's got Tyreek Hill. It's got Taylor Swift. I'm calling this game the Brandon Mason Bowl.
Oh, I didn't forget about that. I literally forgot about that, Brent.
No,
yeah,
come on, you
Swift
never
is gonna
forget
be in the
about
house
Taylor
too.
Swift, bro.
Who do you, Brent? When you hear this matchup, I know who you're probably going with right now. But before I pull up a clip of Tyreek Hill running there, do you think that this matchup is going to be good? Do you think it's a blowout? Do you think, when you've been talking about this, the Dolphins are too banged up? How do you feel about them traveling up to Arrowhead Stadium?
I told you what I thought, was that I thought Miami should have rested their starters against Buffalo to prepare for this match.
Because they got beat
Instead,
anyway.
they went in the battle and they're all banged up. Here, I was talking with a friend of mine earlier today who may be joining the show tomorrow. So, little hint teaser there. Michigan's all-time rushing or yards leader. But he was telling me, look, if Miami, it's going to be cold. It's going to be the 5th coldest game in NFL history, right? So if Miami can potentially establish the run with their misdirection and their I'm going this way and Tyreek Hill's going this way and Raheem Mostert's going up the middle and A-Chain's doing this, they may be able to take advantage of a pretty down Kansas City Chiefs team. I thought it was a good argument. In reality, Miami's depleted. They're defeated. Did you see their faces after that Bills game? They looked like they were done. I think Kansas City wins by 3 touchdowns. That's what I think.
I got to tell you, I agree with the end of the game. It was almost literally not as bad as watching Penix from Washington walk off the field. He was just hurting after every play.
It's like, different.
Are the Dolphins that depleted? And can you, Brent, on your screen right now, because I can't do it, can you point at where it says home and away? Because you said it's going to be the coldest game on the hit list right there. Can you point? Look at you. Can you line this up right where it says home and away? Back your hand up a little bit.
Right there.
Head away from it. Oh, like a weather guy. Okay, home and away. It's a problem for the Dolphins to play away. When I get to that part of the show, you're going to see why. But first and foremost, let's just show this. Look at this clip. This is what they're playing against. This man is built for speed. I always talk about it.
Football.
Watch the speed on this, Brent.
The Brandon Mason crush is in full effect.
Brent, who's running like this? Watch it. Look.
Howard, come on,
to
Howard.
guard this man. These are not, listen, this is not your corner or your safety or linebacker. These are people that are actually playing football that some have some track speed, but most of them do not. Not this kind of speed. And let's just watch this one last time to see what other people have to go against. And if Tyreek
Howard, how many times do you think that Brandon?
Shit, man. Literally, if I had this speed, Brent, I'd be playing forever. Look at this.
Howard, how many times do you think Brandon watched this video in his house last night? Do you think he just sat in a corner and just watched the video over and over and over?
I can't even get Howard on here.
I sadly don't have a camera, but
oh my God,
who
Howard,
knows?
Howard's in the back right now. Didn't even turn his camera on because he's looking like hell.
Tyreek Hill needs a restraining order against Brandon Mason.
No, Tyreek Hill needs a restraining order on the alarm system that he has because the fire at his house was blazing for like a week. It was just going. They found out that it was a child who lit the fire on the house. But nonetheless, they're focused, Brent, and I want to know what you honestly think. Is Patrick Mahomes, because the Chiefs are not playing all that great, but I know the Dolphins are banged up. What is your honest take? Give me your opinion, not just on, who's going to win, but the gameplay real quick. What do you think is going to happen outside of them being banged up? Can they move the ball against the Chiefs? I mean, what do you think is going to happen today?
I think that their defense without Bradley, they're missing like 2 or 3 defensive ends, which is not great. But if they can keep Patrick Mahomes and that Chiefs offense stifled, which is what's happened the last 5, 6, 7 weeks, they haven't been able to move the ball.
What word did you just use? Stifle.
Miami may have a chance, as I said, if they can run the ball. And I know that sounds really weird with Miami because of this dynamic passing, all these tricks and all this stuff, right? But it's this RPO. But if they can run the ball and make short passes and quick passes, and Kansas City can't light it up, then Miami might be in this game come the end. But what do I think is going to happen? I think Kansas City's going to go, oh, it's playoffs, flip the switch, and just run them out of the building. And you thought because Miami looked so defeated at the end of that last game. I just think they're done. I think they're roasted.
And listen, I like what you said about that. What I will say is playoff football is a lot different. Like I said, we get down to the home and away section. Right. I'm going to dial in that pretty heavy. But they are playing against a team. Patrick Mahomes is, no slouch in the playoffs. Yeah, they didn't play that great this season, but I like what you said. I think Andy Reid is going to turn it on. I think the Chiefs are going to turn it on. I think Pacheco, I think Kelsey's going to have a better game this week than he's had in a long time. And I think the Chiefs in general are going to play a lot better. Do I think the Dolphins are going to be a slouch? No. I think the Dolphins are going to show up. I think it's going to be cold. I think it's not going to be what they're used to. I think a lot of players are going to go, whoa, this isn't what I signed up for. And I think they're going to get smacked around at first. But I do think as the game carries on, the Dolphins do have weapons to play. I mean, they have great receivers. Obviously they have Jalen Waddle. They have Tyreek Hill. They have great defense. They have players. And I think Tua is not what he was when he was drafted. I just think he doesn't get out of the box. I said this countless times now through the season. He doesn't get out of the box. He doesn't make the plays he needs to make because he's scared to get hit. The fans are scared for him to get hit. The organization is scared for him to get hit. So the reason that he doesn't do that is just for his own safety. And I think defenses go, he's not going anywhere. We can get into our dime defense. We can get into our nickel defense. We can prepare for the pass, and he can't get around anyway. On the flip side, Patrick Mahomes is mobile. He can make plays, and it's playoff football. It's going to be welcome to playoff football. Miami Dolphins have not done well and really haven't been in the playoffs a lot in the last, 10, 15 years anyway.
Don't forget, Brandon, Miami has only won 1 game against teams with a winning record. 1.
This
1
season.
out of 10. They're not. Yeah. They're just not. I think this is not going to be close. But before we end the segment, I would we have to have one more Brandon Mason glazing Tyreek Hill. So can we show that video one more time?
Yeah. 100%.
We got to show that one more time. There 100%. We go. Look at that.
This is the only weapon right now. I mean, Mozart's playing great. Running back's playing great. Yes, Jalen Waddle's going to be great. This is the primary weapon. If Tyreek Hill doesn't show this speed during the game, Dolphins are going to have a lot of problems. They better get up early. If he gets banged up, they start locking him down. He can't make big plays. And listen, Brent, I got to tell you this. If he gets an open space across the center of the field, that's where he's a weapon. But if they don't get him the ball, it's going to be a long day in Arrowhead Stadium. Hey, guys, thanks for watching and tuning into the Brandon Mason Show. Please remember to like and subscribe. Until next time.